Hello folks, I'm Billy Pennell. Thanks for joining me for another of my favourite musical moments. I want you to have a think back to when the Beatles first appeared and who would have been some of Paul McCartney's favourite singers? Who would have influenced his vocal style the most at the beginning of the Beatles? Well, Elvis would have to be one, Elvis Presley, Buddy Holly, Eddie Cochran, Little Richard, Chuck Berry, all had an enormous influence, and Paul would have admitted many, many times over the years to them being people that he aspired to learn from. But there was another one, another singer and songwriter, more a songwriter than a singer, that also had a big effect on Paul's songwriting, particularly midway through the albums that the Beatles were recording. I want you to have a think about the Sgt. Pepper album for a moment. There was a song on there called When I'm 64 that was influenced by an English comedian, actor, music hall performer who had enormous success from the age of 15 when he first started working professionally in those areas, music halls particularly. And because he was so popular, singing songs about interesting people, and built a huge audience of people of Paul McCartney's dad's age. And so Paul's dad goes to watch this particular singer, George Formby was his name, and he would of course come back to the McCartney household and say, listen son, come with me, I'm going to take you to see a singer and a performer that you'll really like. And Formby became a big film star. He would almost always play gormless Lancashirian characters who would eventually get the edge on the scoundrels in the films and win the heart of the young girl. But he appealed to people right across the board, and in the films he made he would quite often sing a song that was just typical of the sort of songs that he had a big success with. Songs about quirky people. And in all the songs that he sang, he would play not a guitar solo, a ukulele solo. So it's about as far away from anything you might imagine Paul McCartney would have been influenced by. This is now was an album that's been called the greatest rock album of all time, Sgt. Pepper. But I want you to listen very closely to the song I'm going to share with you now by George Formby, and listen to, there's not a guitar solo, there's a ukulele solo, and you'll hear just a little bit of vocal improvisation, and I want you to have a listen to it and then think how close that probably was to Paul's lyric and feel for When I'm 64.
I'm leaning on a lamp, I know I look just like a tramp, or you may think I'm hanging round to steal a car. But no, I'm not a crook, and if you think that's what I look, I'll tell you why I'm here and what my motives are. I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh me, oh my, I hope the little lady comes by. I don't know if she'll get away, she doesn't always get away, but anyhow I know that she'll try. Oh me, oh my, I hope the little lady comes by. There's no other girl I could wait for, but this one I'd break any date for. I won't have to ask what she's late for. She wouldn't leave me flat, she's not a girl like that. Oh, she's absolutely beautiful and marvelous and wonderful, and anyone can understand why. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady passes by. I'm leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh me, oh my, I hope the little lady comes by. I don't know if she'll get away, she doesn't always get away, but anyhow I know that she'll try. Oh me, oh my, I hope the little lady comes. But I da 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 dee bum bum, there's no bum to count. I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street.